Well, it's me again, and it's actually a little bit later than normal. We're heading into the afternoon. Nice cool afternoon here in Kansas. I wasn't able to give my usual goodbye last time. I was interrupted by a phone call. I'm really not a big fan of digital phones at all. Um, Cell phones. You're kind of trapped. Yeah, actually, it's kind of like a thing that you have to carry, and you have to be aware of where it is and at all times, and oh my gosh, check messages and check the calls, and it looms over people's heads. You know, even the beepers I think were better because at least you had to find a phone, and now you can't even find a phone. You know, if you like a payphone. So that's just a tiny gripe. Lots of prayers for the families in Oregon who lost students and spouses and whoever. Just everybody wonders what makes a person do that. What makes a person go crazy and take a gun and want to kill a bunch of people? And I don't know. I mean, I grew up pretty violent, but I never wanted to do that. I still don't. I'd like to execute the guy who did it. I'd like to be the one to choose his manner of execution. I think that that's part of the problem is most people don't think about the aftermath of their behavior. You know, you used to get hanged. If you robbed a bank or a horse and they caught you, they'd hang you. And they used to electrocute you. Or a firing squad, Not sit in a cell for 25 years. Yeah, look at Charles Manson. We've been supporting this motherfucker, excuse me, this idiot for, holy crap, since the 60s. You and me, we've supported him. We've kept him alive in prison, eating 3 meals a day, sleeping on a cot, doing whatever it is he does for years. And he should have been put to death almost immediately. He shouldn't have even made it into a cell. So I say we start a movement of, if they're pronounced guilty and sentenced to death, 30 days from the time of the sentencing till the time that they are disposed of. And screw the ACLU. We are paying for all these people who murdered and raped, murdered and tortured children, women, villages, all these people. And we're paying to keep them alive. You and me, our taxes. We're also paying to keep people who had a little bit of marijuana or sold a little marijuana alive too. Keep them alive. Let them go. Let the marijuana people go. You know how many cells would open up for people who do really, really stupid things like drive drunk, kill somebody drunk? Let's open the cells. Let's let the marijuana people go and put the alcohol killers in there. Let them figure it out. The people who've been arrested 6 times for driving while drunk and they're still out there. I worked in an emergency room. I never, ever, ever took care of anybody who came in from a stoned accident. Nobody wants to go out. Nobody wants to hurt anybody. You're too mellow. You drink and you do stupid things because it affects your brain. It affects the logic part of your brain. Marijuana does not affect the logic part of your brain. Alcohol does. I've never heard of anyone die from marijuana poisoning. I've heard of people die from alcohol poisoning. I've seen the brains of people who've smoked a lot of marijuana and no problem. I've seen the brains of people who smoked or who drank a lot of alcohol. Problem. Lots of plaque, lots of nasty stuff in there, you know. So thank you to the U.S. government for allowing people to drink alcohol at the age of 18 and denying people to smoke marijuana since 1928. And you guys are screwed, basically. You know, there are countries in this world that allow that. Some don't, some do. It's just like insurance. You know, insurance eats the American person alive. Medical bills kill probably more elderly than any other disease. They can't afford to live. You know, I'm getting there, you know. I'm on dialysis 3 times a week. $24,000 a month. Gratefully, we have insurance. But after my wife retires, wow. Where's that going to come from, you know? What are we going to be looking at financially? So, you know, when you think about it, you need to start writing your senators and your congressmen that what's going on here is not good for the people. I don't care who you have in the White House. The joker we have now or the joker who wants to be. You know, because when it boils down to it, none of it's going to happen for the people. They say it will, and you'll buy into it because you're pretty much into that way. You know, we believe what they say. Don't. They're all a bunch of hypocrites and liars. You need to think for yourself and take matters into your own hands sometime and do what you think is correct. You know, not what the government demands you do, or the kings and the queens, but what you as an individual whose life you hold. It's your life, not theirs, yours. So let's all live long and prosper, but let's do it by helping other people and helping ourselves, not depending upon the government to do it for us, because they won't. We need to do as much as we can for each other. Okay? That's all for today. Have a good weekend. Do something nice for someone every single day, and then do something nice for yourself every single day. My nice thing today for me, Perrier with lime. Later.